Today we're going to talk about how to replace a broken spring on the Opus1 Gouger in the event the spring breaks. What you should do is, if it breaks, email me or call me up and I will send you a replacement spring that goes for it. And to replace the spring, you have to, of course, remove the old spring. And to do that, you first have to remove the front parallel, just the top one of the two parallels. And I take a felt marker and I draw a line first between the top parallel and bottom parallel on both sides. And that helps me mark where the parallels are currently. Then I take a 9/64 Allen wrench and remove this top screw that holds on the top parallel, put it someplace safe. Then take off the top parallel, and you can see from here that the markings are on there, on the top parallel as well as the bottom parallel. Put that again someplace safe. Now I have the pins that are visible at this point now for the springs. And I have to remove the pins for both of these clips before I can do that. So I will push this 9/64 Allen wrench into the back pin, and we'll push out that pin like that. And that lets me take out this clip over here. And this spring is on. Let me take this off and we'll see how we can put on a new one. You take some needle nose pliers and you can bend the loop a little bit over here, like this. To get it off. And so when you have a new spring, you're going to have little loops at each end, and you're going to want to take the pliers and just bend the loop a little bit open so you have some access to put it onto the clip. And then you will force that opening onto, just open it a little bit wider here. Okay, just open enough just so you can fit the clip onto it. Now it goes on, so the clip is onto the thing. Then take your pliers and re-bend that loop back so it kind of closes up that space for that little loop, and then it's on there very securely, it won't come off. So now that I have the first clip with the spring on, I will put it back in the gouger by putting the clip back inside between this little opening where the clip goes. Push this dowel pin back into the hole, and I go against the thing and I'll line it up until it reaches the hole for the clip, and then push it all the way through. Now with my Allen wrench, I'll push it in a little bit further just so it sinks in as far as it's going to go. So now that clip is on. So the other clip, I took it off previously, so it's already off. But before I put the spring on this clip, I have to, again, open up the end of this spring here a little bit. Alright, just spreading it open a bit. But then I have to take a little tool like this. It's basically like a crochet hook. It has a little hook at the end here. I will put it through the little hole the spring goes through right here. You see it goes out the other end? And so I'll take it here and push it all the way through, and I will let that crochet hook grab a hold of that loop that I just had there, you see? Okay? And with the crochet hook, I'm going to pull that spring all the way. Oops, I dropped it. Keep some pressure on it with the hand here so you don't let the spring come off the hook inside there. I pull it out here. Now it's pulled out from the machine like that, you see? Now this part is a little tricky. You have to grab the spring with your fingers here, but be very careful. You don't want it to snap and lose it. To come back through. So now the opening is there, and we're going to put this clip onto the spring just like we did on the far side. Okay, now I can hold it by the spring, or hold it by the clip now, and with those pliers, if the opening of that spring was bent a bit, you can close it back up with the pliers so that the loop is closed at the end like it is on both sides. So now we have the spring attached to both clips. Just move it around until it falls back into its hole. Take the axle pin that was taken out to get the clip out, put it back in the hole here, and then take this clip out and kind of move it around so that when you push this through there, that axle hole goes through. That's it. Take some bolts to find the hole there. take your Allen wrench pusher again and just push that thing all the way in until it's seated back as far as it's going to go. You can see the hooks over there, the hooks over here. Now, put that on, take your parallel, put it back on the top surface, line up your hash marks that you had drawn previously, and reinstall the lock screw to the parallel like this, and making sure those lines are lined up. Press down on both sides of the parallels as you retighten that back up, and that's it. Everything is back in order, and that is how you change the spring on the Opus1 Gouger. Not too difficult.